always hear this tune coming tonight. And so we leave you in Berlin town. Yes, we've swung on back. We've swung on back in down. For the Darren fans and for the Louis Armstrong fans too. We told you, look out, look out, look out. Oh, Mackie's back in town. Don't misunderstand. We are only strangers on our way to someone else, to some place we forgot. Don't mistake my smile. It just means I'm lonely. So love me till this day has passed, and then forget we met. Oh, we're just stealing time in some secret place, yielding to a soft wind day, to love and love and love and love and love the pain away. Don't misunderstand. You are no concern of mine, but in case you're free sometime and you need some time with me sometime to hold my hand, then I will Thank you.
The vocal work of Etta Jones, who was very popular. She's kind of a second-level person. She wasn't as popular as Ella Fitzgerald, certainly. But, boy, for jazz people and her long-time association with tenor saxophonist Houston Person, they were not married. People thought they were because they were on every record together and they traveled together. But there was no, apparently, romantic situation with them. Don't Misunderstand, one of her great tunes. And before that, Ella Fitzgerald, I got to tell you, you listen to this album, you are exhausted listening to this. She sings, and the energy that is created is unbelievable. Paul Smith was along on that date, playing piano, kind of her musical arranger, and Jim Hall on guitar, among others. Paul Anthony here with Jazz Unlimited on Society Bites Radio, part of the Radio Ear Network family. One of my favorite singers was this little diminutive, tiny-voiced Blossom Dearie, who sang, played piano, wrote many of her tunes, and interviewed her one time. And I said, "So is Blossom Dearie your real name?" And she said, "Would anyone change their name to Blossom Dearie? Of course it is." Here she is doing a Dave Frischberg tune. This was her first live recording ever in 1966. She spent time in France and sang with the Double Six of Paris, along with Christiane Legrand, who was Michel Legrand's sister. This recorded at Ronnie Scott's in London.
I'm no square, I'm alert, I'm awake, I'm aware. I am always on the scene, making the rounds, digging the sounds. I read Playboy magazine 'cause I'm hip. I dig, I'm in step. When it was hip to be hip, I was hip. I don't blow, but I'm a fan. Look at me swing, ring-a-ding-ding. I even call my girlfriend man, I'm so hip. Every Saturday night, with my suit buttoned tight and my suede's on, I'm getting my kicks, watching arty French flicks with my shades on. I'm too much, I'm a gas. I am anything but middle class. When I hang around the band, popping my thumbs, digging the drums. Squares don't seem to understand why I flip. They're not hip like I'm hip. I'm hip, I'm alive. I enjoy any joint where there's jive. I'm on top of every trend. Look at me go, vo-de-o-do. Bobby Darin knows my friend, I'm so hip. I'm hip, but not weird. Like you notice, I don't wear a beard. Beards were in, but now they're out. They had their day, now they're passé. Just ask me if you're in doubt, 'cause I'm hip. Now whatever the fads, and whatever the ads say, it's Neatsville. I'll be keeping abreast, out in front of the rest with Elitesville. 'Cause I'm cool as a cuke. I'm a cat, I'm a card, I'm a kook. I get so much out of life. Really I do, scuba-doo-boo. One more time, play Mac the knife, let her rip. I may flip, but I'm hip. Woo-hoo, I'm hip. I'm hip. Scuba-doo-ba-doo-doo, boop-boo, doo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Blossom Dearie, recorded live at Ronnie Scott's in London, England. Well, Billie Holiday is considered by most jazz singers as being one of the greatest influences they've ever had. And she was kind of an enigma in that her voice was not superlative, her range was not superlative, but she had soul. When she sang a song, you knew that it lived inside of her. This was featured in an actual movie that Diana Ross was featured in called Lady Sings the Blues. This is her signature tune, first recorded in 1939, but as she and everybody else said, every single date she ever did, you had to include this in the set. And this is her version of Strange Fruit.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here's a strange and bitter cry.
Definitive version of that tune, Strange Fruit, of course, done by the great Billie Holiday. You're listening to Jazz Unlimited on Society Bites Radio, part of the Radio Air Network family. Our special on Lady Singers of the 1950s, Part 1. There are many, many singers we couldn't do in an hour, so we'll do one more after this. Not next week, but sometime in the near future. There was a lady from Jamestown, North Dakota, and her name was Norma Dolores Eggstrom, and she became known later on as Peggy Lee. She was not necessarily a jazz singer, pop singer as well, but as again, they kind of commingled during the period of time that she was popular. Here's something from an LP at the time called The Swingin' Peggy Lee, followed by her signature tune, here on Jazz Unlimited with Paul Anthony.
Life's great, life's grand, future all planned. No more clouds in the sky. How am I riding? I'm riding